Alright, what is up, guys? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy KB back on the scene, and I hope this Lakers will win this round. Make sure to leave a like and notify.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K. It wasn't Doris Burke, the announcer. It was Doris Burke from 2K. Oh.
Alright, here we go. Let's go. You already know who it is. KB back on the scene. Ooh, let's go. Oh, 13 seconds. Let me hit that buzzer. Oh, snap. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, let's go.
3, 2, 1. The Staples Center, downtown Los Angeles, and the freeways of LA, all painting the picture just where we are tonight. Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. And tonight, it'll be the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Los Angeles Lakers.
Man, the Hornets are trash, just so you know.
Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. While we get a break, let's now take a look at the October standings out east. As you take a look at Charlotte, they're right now in the 8th spot in the conference here in the early part of the season.
And you know, for the Hornets, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year, anyway.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, LeBron James is closing in on the top 3 all-time list in scoring. LeBron said it's an honor, but he added, scoring has never been on my list of goals. Facilitating, rebounding, defending, getting blocked shots and things of that nature always ranked above that. Kevin, he has filled up the box score for a long time.
He can impact the game in so many ways. DA, thank you. Plus, the rookies are still trying to get their firm footing as the new season begins and a new arena for them opens up. Talk about your journey over the course of your rookie year.
Yeah, I remember it was really exciting to have fulfilled the dream of being an NBA player. I struggled early in the season, particularly against some of the veteran guys I ran up against, but found my rhythm and really played extremely well for the second segment of the season. But there was a period, Kevin, when I ran into a wall and just had nothing in terms of sharpness or legs. And then all of a sudden, after about a week and a half of that, it just went away. And I hit my stride and finished strong.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. And there's Monk, then it's Bridges, and it's Graham in at the 1 spot. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair.
Let's go.
Green and
LeBron James and Anthony
And
Davis.
it's Howard in at the center, locking down the middle. 6 to shoot. And
Oh, man, come on.
the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. That's a foul on Charlotte.
Why? I'm telling you, guys, the Hornets are trash.
He puts you in a tough spot, forces you to foul him because he's so strong and athletic, and then he gets himself to the line. Shoot 2.
Lakers all day. Come on, let's go.
And the
Ooh, let's go.
is good. And the bright lights of LA, perhaps too much for some players. But you know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
And both free throws good for LeBron.
you look at the Lakers desperate to surround LeBron with talent to win now. They have improved, but is it enough to go deep in the West?
Shoots from the line. The shot misses. And the Lakers take it the other way. Pass to Howard. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the Lakers, for decades, Clark, a magnet for superstar free agents.
Yeah, and you know, guys, in recent years, more of a mixed bag in that regard. Whether it's the turmoil in the Lakers organization, I think that's part of it, or the prospect of playing in LeBron's shadow. A number of elite players have elected to go elsewhere thus far.
And it's Washington mission. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. And he uses the glass on the way.
And although it's not the biggest guy,
Man, the Charlotte Hornets, they haven't scored a single point. I told you they're trash.
has a great touch as well around the rim.
Here's Green. 17 points for him last game against Minnesota. And the foul called
Dang
on
it.
Danny Green. That's his first foul.
Are you serious? Danny, what were you thinking, my guy?
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Pass to Washington. Pocket 6. Over Davis.
And the aggressive attitude of Davis on D makes him such a tough matchup. He's not going to give his man an inch of breathing room.
Ooh, let's go.
The difference on that possession. And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Washington. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
And a wide open look for James.
Yes.
And he's good on the 3-ball. LeBron's got
All right,
7
timeout.
points in the game.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
You know, one area of strength for the Hornets, guys, is their bench. I mean, got a ton of minutes from the second unit. I mean, that unit rewarded them with solid contributions last season.
Man, 11-0, and yet the Hornets still didn't make a point. Guys, comment below. Does the Lakers always wins? I mean, geez, trash. Man, I thought I was about to join
just
in.
Under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. The depth of Charlotte, Clark, one of the better benches in the league.
And you take a look at that roster, guys, and it makes sense. They've collected a ton of players that can help out over the years, and the depth of the bench on this team should be a strength, I think, for years to come.
Outside Rondo.
Come on, come on.
The kick out to LeBron. Fires the 3. And it's good.
Yes.
Assist by Rajon Rondo.
LeBron James.
Rondo's got 3 assists in the game. Graham surveying the floor. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from LeBron. And here's the Lakers. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Outside Rondo. With the fadeaway. And again, it's the Lakers.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point, defensively, you have to take something away.
Here's Davis.
Ooh. Ooh, Anthony Davis with that dunk.
Their focus coming in, terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Monk. Coming in off a 12-point game in his last outing. Charlotte moving the ball around. Pass to Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. And the Hornets miss again.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Green kicks to Davis. Now here's Rondo. T right on him. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Monk with the ball.
Laser focus. It's like this game is tied.
The pass to Washington. Now Graham still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Monk. Charlotte no good that time either. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. Davis inside. Missed inside.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss.
Man, not a single buzzer. And let's go. Trophy earned, turning point. Let's go. 2 to 18. Wait, no, 2 to 20. Sorry, guys.
Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports.
Man, out of all the basketball players on this game, Anthony Davis and LeBron James are the best.
Well, you see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
Oh, yes, king of the ring.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
I agree with him. Yeah, it's finally back right in this game. Alright, y'all going down. Y'all going down.
He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Where you going?
Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far.
Dang
And
it.
guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort, defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Come on, let me make the shot. Let me make the shot.
Check out the lineup courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up
Damn.
and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Lakers. Deion Waiters is out there with LeBron James, and there's JaVale McGee.
Oh, gosh.
And it's Kuzma in at the 3.
Trying to break my ankle? No, you
The
wouldn't.
other day, you and I, if you could choose one guard in the league to shoot a clutch 3-point shot for you, Clark, who would be your guy?
Trying to foul me? No one fouls KB out of the scene right now.
I think clearly is the guy you want shooting it. And then after that, I would go with Klay Thompson. There are a number of other guys, but Steph is a pretty good gap in front of most, and then I think Klay is just a notch or two below Steph.
I agree. Great back. Lillard up in Portland, another one. There's so many great ones in the NBA.
Damn it.
Yeah, Lillard.
Why do they always like to stay like that?
Man, list for sure.
Oh my gosh.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David
No.
Aldridge.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. And let's go. Y'all trying to make a bucket, but y'all wouldn't.
The city hosted the All-Star game last season, but for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise
Man, give me the ball. That's a dang it.
coaches in a shifting front office. But Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all want. David, thank you. Here's Kuzma. Following the 3 by Charlotte. Back to Waiters. Caldwell Pope outside. 5 on the clock.
Come on, shoot it, shoot it.
Lakers need to get a shot off here. Here's Bryant. Los Angeles with another miss. Hornets trail by 13. Here's Batum.
Woo!
That'll be 2
Y'all ain't making no buckets.
officials on the
Y'all
cover.
trash, remember?
Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
And, you know, Nick Batum's length provides a huge bonus to his team. He's able to play and guard both
Yeet.
positions.
Get that out of here.
Tell you what, time is moving on now. When you think about Nick Batum has been in the league a decade now, wow. Throughout his career, this guy's been consistent in terms of his versatility and production.
First one calls for. And with Batum, Clark, that versatility is what makes him so great.
Well, you know, if you need him to score, he can. If you need him to create and rebound, he can do that too. He's just a very versatile player. It seems like every season Batum
9 to
is
20.
able to plug in and play a different role and do it at a high level.
Owens is checked in for Los Angeles.
They're almost halfway on us.
He's still scoreless so far in this one. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Here's Rozier. Morris with the block. And wrestling for it
Jump
there,
ball.
but no one has possession. We'll let a jump ball. And the Lakers with possession here. Kuzma with it to the middle.
Oh, clear the court.
Caldwell Pope on the assist by Kuzma. Caldwell Pope's got his first bucket of the night. Hornets trail by 13. The pass to Biyombo. Pass to Rozier. Stolen by Waiters. On its way from Caldwell Pope for two. Again, Los Angeles.
Hey, the form, the release, everything in sync and lined up. Fun watching Caldwell Pope shoot the ball like this.
1:46 left in the first half of basketball. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly.
All that defense on him.
He's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit.
Come on, shoot the ball, let's go.
Waiters gets a wide open look.
Here, let's go.
For the Lakers.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Defense, let's go.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope.
Let's
Now the Lakers on the break.
Dunk it.
Finish.
Let's go.
Now to finish the break.
Boy, you look at Contavious Caldwell Pope. He is a wonderful defender, and you really got to admire the way he positions himself to come up with these steals.
Man, they made a timeout because they're weak.
Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
I tell you, it's too bad one of them had to lose because I thought both teams were evenly matched in that game.
Some changes. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Murray comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Dion Waiters. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Monk's got his second bucket of the night. Lakers leading by 18. Outside Rondo. And they double up Davis. Back to Rondo. Shot clock at 6. Caldwell Pope.
Come on, shoot it. Oh, man.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Shot clock and game clock set.
This is called unselfish basketball. I mean, jeez.
To the paint. Kicks it to Bridges. Fires for 3. A rebound by the Lakers.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge
performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Lakers delivering the blowout.
All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. KCP, a great first half of play with the scoring. What did you see from them defensively that allowed you to be effective?
I just took what they gave me. And I just knocked them down.
Hey, KCP, thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Okay, I had to work that up. Leave a like if you think I could.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by James.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
On the court for the Hornets, Washington and Zeller are in the middle. And it's Bridges, and there's Monk, and it's Graham in at the wall. Count the basket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Graham with the ball. He's covered by Rondo. We have seen so many great players in the history of this terrific game, but in your mind, who is the best to have never won an MVP?
Wow, you think about some of the names on that list recently, or not too long ago. Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, same era. How about going back to John Havlicek, the former Buckeye and all-time great with the Celtics. Elgin Baylor, one of the first high-flying forwards that I recall, one of those really creative, do-it-all type forwards. Jerry West and Dwayne Wade, right in that mix too, man. Those are some lofty names that didn't get an MVP.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Graham. Pass to Zeller. This is the Monk. Off target from outside.
Wow, Monk, more like Chipmunk.
With the ball for Los Angeles. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Bridges, following the basket by Dwight Howard. Floats one up, and there's a nice layup inside by Bridges.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Well, it doesn't matter where you place him in the lineup, Clark. Miles Bridges is going to make some plays.
Well, I love his rugged quality he has, guys. I mean, he can guard anybody at the 3 or 4 spot. Doesn't mind going up against guys that are bigger. Everybody knows about his athletic ability and dunking it. But he's got more in his package than that.
Alright, back in. Let's go.
McGee's checked in for Howard. Shea comes in for Anthony Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Rajon Rondo. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Danny Green. Now, here's Kuzma. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. On the wing, Bryant.
Let's go.
And even though he was undrafted, I'm not surprised.
Very first point.
End up on an NBA team. You knew the talent was there, and Shea put in the time to crack an NBA roster.
You know, Greg, I honestly was shocked that no team took a chance on Shea in the second round. A lot of front offices might be wanting a do-over if Shea ends up sticking with this team. Here's Rozier following the basket by Shea. And that one, good.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Los Angeles leading by 18.
You know, with LeBron coming to LA, the Lakers trying to speed up their timeline. I mean, the roster never quite got gelled. The end result, LeBron's first time outside the playoffs since 2005, which was his second season as a pro. That's a remarkable run.
Now Rozier following the three-point attempt by Shea.
Thought I can make that again.
Rozier kicks to Harris. To the inside, Biyombo. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Biyombo's got his first basket of the night. So it's the Lakers now. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And when you look back on LeBron's first year in Los Angeles, Clark, how would you rate it?
Well, I think a mild disappointment, but remember now, before he got hurt, they were 4 or 5
Dang, you put a foul on me, man.
Injuries, some other drama, really changes in the front office, instability led to a disappointment.
Man, the Hornets ain't no joke when they try to guard me.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
And the first
Yes, let's go.
And last year, the Hornets seemed on the cusp of making a run into the playoffs. Never could quite get there.
And, you know, they had a chance to make some big moves at the deadline, but refrained from doing so. The team hasn't made a big roster splash in a long time.
Okay,
You
one
know
action.
the fans are starting to beg for a shakeup. You know, even though it took him a minute to get into the league.
Where you going? Where you going? Where you going, huh? Where you going? Where you going? You ain't shooting?
Before he ever set foot on an NBA court.
Well, we've now seen a steady diet of Shea the last few games. I would think that he's earned a spot in the coach's rotation.
Nothing.
It's easy for him, though.
Not at all, GA, and that's just how it goes for rookies. Shea is no different. He'll continue to adjust. He'll learn on the fly, and we could see even more of him later in the year. And the Lakers have possession. To the basket by Charlotte. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Murray dishes to Bryant. Three-pointer. Los Angeles with another miss. Bridges against Murray. Steps back and shoots. And it's sent back by Morris. And the dunk by
Dang.
Biyombo.
Didn't see that coming. 2.
With
0.
on the clock. And he was in
Ooh,
with
so
time,
cool.
but doesn't fall. And as we
23 to 36. Let's go.
Deficit will make it tough to come back. Lakers ahead. They lead by 13. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist.
Dwight Howard and Danny Green.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Lakers leading by 13. Anthony Davis is out there with Murray. Then there's Dion Waiters. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Green in at the shooting guard. That's the Laker 5. Now here's Waiters. Davis finds Murray. Shot clock at 5.
Come on, shoot the ball, shoot the ball. Come on, let's go, let's go.
A 3 off the mark. Hornets trail by 13. Here's Grant. He dishes it to Bridges. Clark, you were so prolific in so many areas of the game. Which part of basketball came the easiest for you?
Man.
I think the rebounding piece. I always always had a knack for sniffing out missed shots and had the size and timing and hands to chase down rebounds, but that was probably the strength of my game and the most unique part of it at an early age. And then the ball handling. My dad was 6'4" in the 50s, which meant you pretty much played inside, and he drummed into my head and my heart. Make sure you can handle that ball. So from the time I started playing, I was dribbling and making sure I could handle it, and it served me well during my playing career.
Nothing. It's still trash.
And it's famous with the ball for the Lakers. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. And that's point range.
Boy, you're playing with fire. Anytime you leave somebody open on James' team, I mean, LeBron, his sport vision, outstanding.
This is it to Monk. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. There are some guys that just look to score, Clark, whenever they can. And Malik Monk is one of those players.
Yeah, he's an electrifying offensive player. And
Okay, Malik Monk is trash.
Of the dynamic, it seems like
Take a break, take a break.
Jamal Crawford with his ability to score in bunches. Not saying that he ignores his teammates or anything like that. It's just that he's a scorer, and when he's on the court, that's what he's thinking about doing.
Free throw drops for Monk.
And was last season really the first full season we got to see of Malik Monk? It was given a sizable part of the rotation and showed why he was a lottery pick for this team.
No good on the second free throw. During most of his rookie season, Monk was relegated to the bench.
Not sure if it was development or opportunities. Hard to say for Monk. The fact is, you can see the knack for scoring he has, even if he's a bit of a volume scorer at this point.
Here's Washington. Following the basket by LeBron James. Washington advances to Monk. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Money from the wing. Lakers leading by 15. Outside, Davis. James kicks to Davis. Green, the pass to Rondo. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. 6 on the shot clock. And here's James.
Ooh, so
Zeller
close.
grabs the board. Zeller's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Not gonna happen.
Misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Hooks one, and LeBron with the layup. And the Lakers lead by 17.
Boy, LeBron's so strong, so athletic, so smart. I mean, a bunch of his points come when he's driving full speed downhill, and he's impossible to stop.
Graham with the ball. He's covered by Rondo. Bridges kicks to Monk. Over James. The shot by Monk is no good.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down.
He knows he should have knocked that one down, but as always, Monk is trash.
Rondo, no good.
Oh man.
Hornets trail by 17. Bridges shot, good.
And solid at just cutting through the defense. Give Bridges a lane, and he'll make you pay. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Lakers.
You know, one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
Wow, seeing the freight train coming down the lane.
It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive.
46 to 28. Let's go.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
Wait, 46 to 28.
It's hard during the first meeting of the season to get a feel for a team. But these guys came out and made the necessary adjustments, and they have to feel good about going up 1-0 in the season series here against the Hornets.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LeBron.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
When you watch the Hornets play, you can expect a very controlled game.
Yeah, you know, they don't push too much and make silly mistakes. Fantastic when it comes to minimizing turnovers, controlling the pace. They've been one of the best teams at keeping turnovers down since 2014.
All right, time's up. Jordan player of the game, LeBron James.
Yeah, his percentage from the field tonight seemed
Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Come here, boy.
It's possible to have that kind of success shooting basketball. You need
Nothing.
Oh,
crap.
And a whole lot of talent.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Regarding super teams, Clark, you and I have talked a lot about this. Many fans view them in a negative light, but they're actually something we've seen around in this game for a long time.
Yeah, you're right. So often we become prisoners of the present and we forget about what transpired in the past, but the Celtics in the 60s were as dominant as any team in the history.
Yes, let's go.
In the 80s, the Bulls in the 90s. And I guess fans have a complaint because they feel those teams came together more organically compared to what seems to be a movement by free agents that has led to dominant championship teams. Although the Warriors pretty much have built their championship team through the draft.
Now, here is Morris. 26 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough.
Had to make this buzzer. Had to make this buzzer.
That one falls.
Yeah, that's just straightforward basketball.
17 seconds left on the clock.
Driving to the hoop with purpose and not letting anyone, or anything for that matter, slow him down.
On the wing, Morris. Hernan Gomez covering.
2, 1, 0. Shoot it, shoot it.
Outside.
Dang it.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of
At least we won the victory again.
teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly.
49-33.
Answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that.
Alright guys, KB out of the scene. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video.